Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7. Live on hot7025fm.com.
This is Her Flow from Hot 702.5 FM. Las Vegas, looking for a winner-takes-all way to burn off that extra energy? Welcome to Bouncy World, the ultimate climate-controlled indoor playground. We're stacking the deck with specials all week long. Cool off with Frosty Tuesdays featuring ice-cold treats for the kids, then join us for free popcorn Thursdays, because nothing beats a salty snack after a giant bounce. And at Bouncy World, we believe every child deserves their moment to soar. Join us every Sunday from 9 to 11 a.m. for Sensory Sundays. We dim the lights and turn off the music to create a calm, inclusive space designed specifically for our neurodiverse community. At Bouncy World, we fly high. From high-flying fun to inclusive play, we've got it all. Visit us at bouncyworldlv.com to book your party or check our open play hours. Bouncy World, jump into the fun today. This is Her Flow from Hot.
You know what? See, I know that I can love again. Since my last relationship, it hadn't been the same. Till the night I met you and you took my heart. And yeah, I think you knew it from the start. No one else comparing to you. I wouldn't lie to you, so what I'm saying is true love. You made me take my notebook in the booth and read word for word how I feel. And there ain't no one else but me and you. Baby, you're the only one that I'm seeing. It's different when I look at you. It's like I'm feeling something new. And all the things that me and you've been through, it feels good to be in this moment right now. Can't sleep at night thinking of you. You're heavy on my you got me in my feelings. Heavy. This type of love scares me. I never felt these things. You got me writing songs by you, expressing how I feel for you. You make that thing hard. Just easy, and we can have a drink or two, as long as I can stare at you, and that's the best part. Can't sleep at night thinking of you, writing hits because of you. I know without a doubt I want you. I wouldn't have it any other way. I hope you feel the way I'm feeling. No, I'm not alone. Only in your presence I put down my phone. So damn my overthinking. I need some reassurance, and you're the one to nourish all my imperfections and flaws. Just know that you can trust me through it all. Just put your body on me as we be dancing slowly. This song is made for you and me. I ain't trying to get overjoyed, but you be leaving me with no choice. So is this my chance to finally understand what it really feels like to be loved? Can't sleep at night thinking of you. You're heavy on heavy. Your love so heavy on me. You got me in my feelings. which is easy. We can have a drink or two. As long as I can stare at you, and that's the best part. You have it on my heart.
Hi. Hey.
What's up? All your favorite artists
Check it out.
Say my name.
DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars.
on hot7025fm.com.
Hey, this is The Flow from Hot 702.5 FM, Risky Radio. Tune in every Thursday at 5 p.m. to listen to dope people, dope topics, and dope vibes. You're listening to Her Flow from Hot 702.5 FM, Risky Radio. Tune in to The Flow, where we're bringing you the best in hip-hop, R&B, and talk. Hey. Happy Thursday to you, you guys. If you celebrate Easter, well, happy Easter to you. You are listening to Her Flow right here on Hot 702.5 FM, Risky Radio. And I'm here every week on Thursday, 4 p.m. blazing hot, you guys. Every week I have a special guest. And you guys, it's really, I always say the GOAT, but we really do have a boss babe on this show today. And she is doing big things. And you guys, I have to introduce her. Now, sometimes I let people introduce themselves, but I just cannot allow her to do that. I have to give her justice today. You know, when I came to this station probably around, I would say like 2018. And I was always interested in radio and always had a knack for the arts and was very creative, always on stage, always singing, always doing something in music or the arts. And I was named after a radio show host, which is so ironic because here I am doing exactly what it is that I want to do. And I have a great person who is here, great woman, a woman of honor, and I'm going to introduce her because she's a mentor for me. And I'm just going to go ahead and introduce her. Her name is CARRICE Banks. And the introduction I want to give her is not going to do any justice because she's done so much more that I can't probably even fathom. But when you talk about a boss, this is the face of a boss. We're talking about CARRICE Banks. She is the CEO and owner of Hot 702.5, and I have the honor of interviewing her today, and I feel special. I feel very honored. So I'm going to bring her on, and we're going to get into the tea in a few minutes. Hi. How are you?
I guess I better turn my mic on.
Yes. How are you today?
I'm well. How about yourself?
I'm amazing.
You're amazing.
I'm amazing.
Good.
I feel really good, and I just couldn't wait to get here today because I got to get into who's mentoring me today, which is you. You are my mentor.
Thank you.
And I love
appreciate
it.
that.
I very much so
do.
love it. So I want to start talking about, first of all, I want to mention that she's a 3-time award-winning powerhouse entrepreneur, and she's a visionary, a media mogul, and all of those things that encompass a businesswoman. So if you want to see a boss, you looking at her, okay? I'm just letting you know. So, hi, CARRICE.
Hello.
Listen, I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to start letting you get into how you got into radio. I want to start with that first because people want to know. They see you behind the scenes all the time, and I know you've done plenty of interviews, but you haven't done one with me. So I want to get the tea.
Yeah. So I started this dating experiment called 20 Dates in 30 Days. And that was like maybe 2013, 2014. And the concept, all my friends kept saying, oh, dating in Vegas sucks. And so I'm like, are you sure you're going on dates or are you just meeting up with people at the bar? So I said, you know what? I'm going to do an experiment where people can come and choose me. They can go to my website, book a date with me, and I'm going to go on 20 dates in 30 days. And so people started wanting to interview me about that concept and how my dates were going and all that. So I would be on these different radio shows. And then I ended up on a radio show where someone asked me, someone was like, oh, you're really good at this. Like, you should really do radio. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm just here to, tell you about this experiment. And so it just kept going. And maybe a year in, someone said, okay, you really should do this. And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and try it.
Yeah.
And so I started my first radio show, which was Risky Radio with CARRICE.
Yes.
And that was that was like January 5th, 2016.
Oh, wow. So you've been doing this for practically almost 10 years now?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
That's a long time. And what I want to ask you...
No, I think it was 2015, actually.
2015?
Yeah, I think it was 2015.
Okay, so almost 11 years you've been doing this, right? So when you got into... Like, was it one of those things where you always wanted to do that as a younger... Were you always creative into the arts?
I mean, I've always been, like, open to, trying different things. Or, I mean, I was in theater, and I was in band, and I played sports. So, it was something that was performative. It was fine. Yeah. Although I'm very shy.
I can't tell. I can't tell you're very shy. Yeah. Who is CARRICE in a nutshell? If you were to give me a synopsis of who you are in a nutshell, who would you say you were?
I would say I'm an introverted extrovert. Who is a Sagittarius, who's very straightforward, and I just am who I am. Like, I'm honest. I'm going to tell you what I think, tell you what it is, and I'm just gonna kind of live freely.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be respectful of you. I'm going to, challenge people who are my friends or people who I work with.
I know that personally.
I'm going to do all those things.
Yeah.
But essentially, I'm just me.
And being on the radio, I know I just want you guys to know this is a Black-owned radio station owned by a Black woman, and we do Black things, okay? And we have a lot, when it comes to culture, she's really big on culture. And tell me how it is for you because I know for a fact, and I kind of did my research, there's not a lot of Black-owned radio stations in the country, and especially owned by Black women. So is there a difference in how it's operated? Do you have challenges dealing with the fact that you are a Black-owned station and that you are a Black-owned woman station at that? Are there challenges?
I haven't really experienced many challenges being a Black woman. I mean, for a long time, a white man who wore a red hat owned Hot 7025, and I just let that be great. Someone kept telling me that, and I'm like,
make it great again.
I'm like, who? Oh, I'm like, okay. Yeah. So shout out to that white man who owns Hot 7025, who doesn't own Hot 7025, but. So Kathy Hughes, who owns Urban Radio and Radio One, she owns the most radio stations in the country, and she is Black, and she is proud.
Yes. And
I think that she's definitely been an inspiration to, being a radio station owner. I think the challenge that I experience is not from being Black, a female. The challenge that I might experience would be because I'm a pro-Black female.
Yes.
Because, I want to have open dialogue and open conversations for people who look like us, with people who look like us, and other people are invited to join.
Right.
So, that if anything would be the challenge that I might experience. But I guess my target audience, I haven't really experienced a lot of pushback on just being, hella Black and hella proud.
Were you raised here in Las Vegas? Are you a Las Vegas native?
I am.
What high school did you go to?
I went to Chaparral High School.
You went to Chaparral. So now I know a lot of young ladies are maybe watching this show, and some of them may want to get into radio. Did you have to go to school for that? Did you? Because I know you went to the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, right? And what did you study there?
Entrepreneurial administration and English.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I went to CSN and to UNLV.
Okay.
Which CSN was a godsend because it was so much easier to get help from professors than it was at UNLV. However, no, I didn't go to school for journalism. Okay. I've been contemplating actually going back and taking specific courses, but I don't know if they're necessary in this climate today. Yeah, I don't think that it's necessary. So, I think for me, I would only want to learn more about like systems and like different equipment versus I don't think that there is a sound structure on how you journal now.
Yeah.
It's not the same as it used to be. It's like every news anchor spoke the same, took the same breaths and used the same tone. But now it's not the same anymore.
Yeah.
You could be authentically yourself. So I encourage you, if that's something that's important to you, to go to college for it for sure. Do I think college is 100% important these days?
No,
I don't. I think that we have so much access to information that we can utilize that information, and a lot of people can do trades and other things. But I don't think it's necessary. But if that's something that you're passionate about, and there's fields that you need to go into that require that degree, then you probably should do that.
Yeah. In the age of AI, do you think it's more competitive to have a radio show with everything that they have going on as far as learning it yourself? A lot of people are recording themselves. Do you think it's a competitive, or do you think that radio is still in? It's one of those things that people still listen to? Because I know people, I don't ever turn on my radio in the car. I'm always listening to either Spotify, one of my apps. And so with Hot 702.5, how do you get into people listening to you? How do you make that happen?
Well, because I have a marketing background of 20 plus years, I know how to utilize like back end. I'm a nerd. So
Okay.
I know how to use back end tools and techie things in order to push our websites and apps and things like that out to people who've never seen it before, so they can click on it and listen. Okay. So we've been able to get to 2.5 million listeners on a quarterly basis. Yes. So we've been able to get to that because of the tools that I do know from, the back end. But also too, word of mouth. And we have a lot of people who, listen to us. They come to us for interviews. They come to us for advertisement, so on and so forth. So he has various ways that people, reach out to us. And then too, our name is trendy, so people can look at our name and then they'll be like, oh, hot. Something it's, it's something that's going to come up pretty quickly. Yeah.
And I know it's an amazing show because you've had some great people on this show. Cheryl Underwood was on this show.
Yeah. Cheryl Underwood was actually, they had a full show, a daily show that was on Hot 7025, which may be coming back. Actually, they just emailed us last month asking to come back. And I guess Cheryl's going to be recording her show again.
That's awesome.
So yeah, so that's awesome. I definitely am good with being syndicated with Cheryl Underwood. So, yeah,
and you're a visionary too because you wear so many different hats.
Do I?
Oh my gosh, yes you do. Yes, you do. Okay. And you don't know how impactful. When I first met you, you definitely said some things to me to help me in my journey. And, I was a little nervous when I first started radio. Not that I didn't think that I could do it, but however, you're definitely a person who is a great mentor to a lot of different people, and you may not even know that you play. And so I really would like to say I'm grateful to have you because behind the scenes, you guys don't ever see her. She's doing multiple things. And also you are an author. You're an author.
Not yet. Well, I am, but I haven't published yet. Yeah, I haven't published yet. Yeah. Shout out to my husband talking about she's hella shy.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what? You can never. Okay. I don't know. Listen, I'm going to say, hey, honey, she's here and she's doing her thing. And so behind the scenes, you guys don't ever see her. She's like behind the scenes, and sometimes the door is ringing. Somebody's knocking at the door. Sometimes she's trying to get the sound right. She's just doing a lot of things, but she has a lot of people who are willing to help and be here to help you. How do you accomplish all of this? Because I know from start to finish. Give me a day for CARRICE. Give me a day from the time you wake up for CARRICE to the time you go to bed.
Listen, I'm an advocate of sleeping in. Okay, so I definitely will sleep in. I definitely take days for my mental health days. To rest and not do anything, not talk to anyone. And shout out to my husband too, because he'll let me be. He'll like bring me some food if I'm just wanting to just lay in bed all day and just watch TV or just lounge or something. So
and being an advocate, I don't mean to interrupt you because since you're on that road of mental health, right? tell me, because you do advocate for mental health and wellness, right? What made you be an advocate for, or, you know, try to get people to understand how important mental health is? Was that part of your journey as well when it came to mental health? Or did you just...
I think I was just raised in a house where it was common. My grandmother was the first social worker in the state of Nevada. And so she was a licensed medical, licensed master social worker, which she was a clinical social worker, which is a therapist. And so she always, you know, advocated for us to, you know, speak freely, talk about our feelings, and, you know, same with my mom, and it trickled down to, you know, us, and so all of those things. So I've always been open to having certain conversation. I never really had any like childhood trauma or anything like that ever happened to me. But I did go through a breakup, and I was having to be dating a therapist.
Oh, wow.
So
okay, let me take my glasses off.
I ended up going to the therapist by myself, and then also with that person. And I just, it kind of helped me through the breakup, but also too, just helped me address like things I might've been going through with work, or listen, I had to talk to my therapist about traffic. Like it was something as little as traffic that was really stressing me out about leaving the office and getting home 2 hours after I left the office. That was like stressing me out. So it can be anything that could kind of trigger you to, you know, not feel well. And so for me, I think that a lot of people have not had the same experience as me. They didn't have the grandmother who, you know, was a therapist, and didn't have the soft parenting. They didn't have certain things. So, you know, I advocate for people who need to learn how to fix themselves at a later date, to go to therapy, to find out what you might need to repair within yourself or address, or, you know, all those things. You know, so my husband and I, we're going to couples therapy, go to therapy separately, so on and so forth. So, you know, I think that there's always growth and things that you have to learn. And so, yeah, it's been helpful. And I think that other people, you know, you might need to just go and, you know, talk to the lady, you know, so that could help you with, you know, plenty of things.
Yeah. And, you know, one thing I want to say is mental health has been such a stigma, especially in our community.
I wonder why, though.
You know, I just think because, you know, when people talk about mental health, the first thing they want to say is, something's wrong with you? Are you crazy? Something's wrong with you?
But I mean, are we past that at this point now?
I don't think so.
Like, we're in 2026. We're still thinking people are going to therapy because
really
they're crazy.
So.
Maybe we are.
Yeah, I really believe that it's
and what if we are?
What if we are?
Right, so like,
what if we need to unravel all the things
yes, you're crazy,
that's your
go
mission.
to therapy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because just like, I feel like, you know, our mind is a muscle, right? And so we have to work it every single day. And there are things that you don't think in your life that's going to affect you, and sometimes they do. And so we have to fix those things too, right? And I honestly believe that when I read your bio, I already know you're an advocate for mental health, because people come in here and you have a whole conversation with them sometimes about their mental health, but sometimes you don't even understand that people do need to talk, and sometimes they're afraid to go to therapists. Maybe they've had a bad experience with therapy. Maybe they're just afraid just because of what I said with the stigma.
Yeah, but I think that stigma is that we crazy.
That's true.
Long story short,
that's true.
we
that's
crazy.
Right. Really?
We've had thousands of years of trauma, allegedly,
and it's passed down in DNA. By the way,
so it is. It's passed down in DNA. So we've had all this trauma. Yeah, we crazy. Go to therapy.
Yeah.
We're all crazy. Don't even worry about it. Just go, and you know, address whatever it is going on with you. Oh my
gosh! And you know, the thing about it is, because I'm in therapy. And, you know, that's something that I pride myself on, because I started going to therapy years ago, you know, and people always say, why do you go to therapy? Well, because, you know, I want to be the best version of me that I could possibly be. And because of that, I sought out therapy, and I thought it was the best thing that ever happened to me. And so I am also an advocate of wellness and mental health. And I've seen myself grow in my therapy sessions.
Yeah, absolutely. I've definitely seen.
Yeah, I've walked away
growth.
mad sometimes. Even my therapist, like, how you gonna say that to me? Like, okay, come on now. But in all actuality, I'm so glad that I thought enough about myself and love myself to want to see the better version of me. And here I am today, becoming her, becoming the better version of myself.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so I'm really happy that we both see a line with that.
Yeah. I think that there's growth in many things, like even if I haven't experienced certain traumas that maybe someone else or you or whomever may have experienced, I may have had other things that, have bothered me over the years, that I needed to address, or maybe something recent that has happened and I'm like, you know what, I don't know how I'm going to process through this.
Yeah.
I mean, being a business owner in itself and then, going through the different processes of owning a business and all the things that come along with it. We just celebrated 8-year anniversary for Hot 7025.
That's what's up.
And that has definitely been a journey.
And it's been a challenge too, because we are in a new building and it is
Thank you.
so amazing. I can't even, every time I want to talk about the other thing, I have to stop myself, because once you guys, the next show that we do, whenever we can, I really want to talk about some other things that she has going on, and it's just her and her husband, and it's just really amazing that what they're doing. And I think it really, it does home in on mental health. Okay, I can't really speak on it, but it does home in on mental health, right?
For sure.
All right, what I'm going to do is, because I want to talk about some of your shows that you do, and I want to talk about how those shows were created. So we're going to come back in just a couple of seconds here, and you're listening to Her Flow right here on Hot 702.5 FM. And thank you for tuning in.
3, 2, 1, dance. Baby, how long can you stay? I've been waiting all day for you. I need you all in my face. I need you all in my face, yeah. And I need you touching all over my body. Yeah, I want you, 'cause I know I don't see no other options. All I see is you, and I don't want nobody else. 'Cause you got the right idea. Touch on me once, touch on me twice, I dare you. And I ain't gonna lie, your game's so vicious. Have me locked in at only 3 minutes. Give me good feelings and to hold on to. Almost too good to be true. Look no further, yeah, I'm the one for you. Come me closer, yeah, let me talk to you. Don't you act like you don't need this. You came here to receive this. 'Cause when I look in your eyes, there's way more to you, and I don't want nobody else. 'Cause you got the right idea. Touch on me once, touch on me twice, I dare you. You gave me that look and told me to come here. Let us get hotter than a sunlight. Asking all these questions like who I came with. When I look into your eyes, we on that same shit. We be on that dance floor, give me tight grip. I can have you working the whole night shift, yeah. You really advise, be more than a woman. I ain't gonna leave in the morning, look, I can be your root, yeah. Anything you need, baby, turn the lights on so you can see you're fucking with a real one. Things you've been through, I done been through. Used to be a player till I benched you. Hold up, acting no shy, don't be scared to get this number. You can be my new team for the summer. Give a Leah vibes, be more than a woman. I ain't gonna leave in the morning. Acting no shy, don't be scared to get this number. You can be my new team for the summer. Give a Leah vibes, be more than a woman. 'Cause I know I don't see no other options. All I see is you, and I don't want nobody else. Other options, all I see is you, and I don't want nobody else. 'Cause you got the right idea. Touch on me once, touch on me twice. Don't be no other options. All I want is you.
Hey, this is Her Flow from Hot 702.5 FM, where we bring you the best in hip-hop, R&B, pop, and talk. Tune in. Hey, 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 thank you for tuning back in. You're listening to Her Flow right here on The Flow with our owner and my mentor right here on Hot 702.5, CARRICE Banks. Yeah, we are here. Clock that T. Yep, we're here. You guys, I want you to know she has like several shows, okay? And she's also on this radio show as a host for herself. She has Risky Radio. She has Shady Ass Tea. And then she has the Morning Wood and Hot Light. Okay, I just want to know because I always wanted to know what was Shady Ass Tea because I watched it a few times I watched it, but what made you name it Shady Ass Tea?
So Risky Radio with CARRICE was my first radio show.
Okay.
And there used to be a segment on there who my cousin host, Sir, did called the Shady Ass Tea. So it was like a 20-minute segment about like pop culture news, anything that was going on, like that was breaking news for pop culture.
Yeah.
And so we decided to make that an entire show. So the Shady Ass Tea is actually coming back mid-April. So
That's what's
Sir
up.
and I will be back mid-April with the Shady Ass Tea. So we just deliver different segments of, pop culture news. It could be political news. It could be whatever is going on culturally at that time that's, that we should talk about. We just talk about it in a funny way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, witty and, it's fun.
How would you make what's funny going on in the country today? How do you make that funny?
Well,
it's a lot of stuff going on right
your
now.
president is hilarious.
Not my president.
Okay.
Not the president for me.
That man is hilarious. So all in itself
That's a whole
is
joke.
Hilarious. Okay. But there's many things that we could talk about. So, and I wouldn't say that it's all like comical. It's more than it's the way that we deliver it to make it fun and shady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so if you don't know, CARRICE and Hot 702.5 won Best DJ in 2020. She won
Best radio station.
Yes,
or
Best
DJ?
radio. You won Best DJ too.
I did win Best
in 2020. You sure did.
For, Vegas Pride.
Yes, you did. You won Best DJ, and
I
you
don't know
also
how I won that, by the way.
Well, because you're
Kelly
amazing
J
DJ.
should have won, but I listen. I big up to who.
I know, but
big
we're
up
talking
to.
about you right now.
I
Okay,
like it.
all
I
right,
like
let's keep it
it.
on you.
I like it.
And then you won, and shout out to DJ Kelly. She is amazing too, but we talking about you right now. You won Best DJ.
I did.
And then Best Online Radio Station winner too.
Yeah. We won that. It was the best of. I didn't even go to the award show or anything. We got a delivery for a trophy, and I was like, okay, like I didn't even know we won, and that was crazy. So that was pretty dope being part of that.
Yes, and you also are a founder of a company called E-Class Consulting. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, when I stopped working for the man, that was that was the first business that I opened was a business and marketing consulting company, which I still have now. So just basically provide tools and resources to help businesses become successful or even more successful in the event that they already have an established business. So
I'm not gonna let you get away with that, right?
What?
I know E-Class Consulting. I read that you guys do a lot with E-Class Consulting, and you're still there for a reason. So exactly, kind of tell me, get more into what you do for businesses so people out there can understand exactly what you do for E-Class, because it's a big thing.
I mean, it varies based off of businesses. Like, I've written training programs for companies like Palm Mortuary or Yellow Pages, so on and so forth. So it kind of varies. It depends on the needs of the business. It's not really like a one size fits all, situation, but it varies. I can facilitate a training, provide temps for, different businesses.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah. Any of that, or do marketing for certain businesses. So
So if you guys need consulting, I'm just letting you know, you got to go to E-Class Consulting. Okay, I'm throwing that out there in the air.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely, because we got to give each other. We got to give each other our roses and our flowers, right? And I just think you a lot of times we don't look at ourselves and go, oh, I do, and I know because when it comes to pride, you're very prideful about Black-owned businesses, right? So I got to give you your props today.
Appreciate
I'm
that.
not leaving here without doing that. All right.
Thank you.
And I want to talk about your broadcasting, because you worked with Jamie Foxx, girl.
Yeah, I actually
You did
produced a
that.
comedy show for Jamie Foxx, and it was at Classic Jewel. It was so over. The fire department needed to come and break that thing up.
Yeah.
But it was a recorded production, and it was pretty dope. He called and was like, "Hey, can you put together this program?" Because I was producing a comedy show called Funny Bones.
Mm-hmm. I remember that. I kind of remember that. Yeah.
And it was such a good production, which I'll probably bring that back. But yeah. So
how was it working with Jamie? Tell me, I
mean, he was hands off. It was kind of like, it was kind of like, hey, made the call to do it, and then we just did it.
You just did it. Yeah.
And then they had like a cool production crew there, and they had some comedians that they wanted to be on this production, and then I was able to pick some as well. I picked like 4. So it was fine. It was good. The show was fantastic. It was just a good time.
I know it was good. I know it was good if you produced it. And then for those who don't know, CARRICE is a singer. She is a singer, right? I didn't even know that too until one day I was in here and she's just coming along. I'm like, oh, you
ain't never heard me hum.
Yes, I did.
Never.
Long time ago, I done heard you hum back there on Maryland Parkway. Was it the radio?
I don't know.
Well, sing something. I want you to. I want you to sing something.
I did used to sing a lot.
Yeah.
I come from a singing family.
Yes, and you actually sang with Celine Dion. Right?
I did. I sang with Michael Bolden, Celine Dion, Yolanda Adams. Who else did I sing with? I sang background for the Elvis Presley band. I was like a teenager.
Where did you sing background for Elvis Presley?
They had a residency at, I think it used to be the Hilton, but now Westgate.
Yeah.
And so they had a residency for a few months, and like I would be there every night eating a ribeye and some. I'm like 15,
eating a ribeye
and some potatoes every night. Yeah, and then going on stage to sing.
So we're talking about the real Elvis Presley.
Yeah. The real Elvis.
You don't
Elvis
even
Presley.
look that old to me.
I wasn't singing with
you.
Elvis Presley. I was singing with his band.
Okay.
And then they would have him like on a on a screen, and then some of his background singers were there, and it was like because he used to have a residency at the Hilton.
Oh, did he?
So it was the same showroom.
Okay.
It was basically a duplicate of the show.
Yeah.
Obviously he wasn't there, and then too, I'm a teenager. You learn more about Elvis Presley when you get older. But
I remember when Marvin Gaye passed away, and Elvis too. And it was one of those things. Elvis is still real big here in Las Vegas. You can still have an Elvis wedding. And I didn't even know that you could still. So I went down on the strip further down. I was like, they're still doing Elvis weddings here. But however, okay. And then Cheryl, you said Cheryl Underwood is coming back. Did you happen to just know Cheryl before you had her?
I didn't. They reached out to us when we started the station and asked if we can, be one of the syndicates for their radio show. And they had a daily radio show, and we aired it, and and I think they reached out to us in December and January because she's going to be coming back recording a new radio show, and they asked if we were syndicated as well. So yeah.
And when I say she is very prolific in all the businesses that she owns, and that's why I always ask her, she has 24 hours, but she's always using those 24 hours. But I really love the fact that, which kind of helped me out, because she does take a rest day, and sometimes if I have something really important, several rest days, and sometimes I do this. Sometimes I'll text her on her rest day, and she'll go, so can we talk
tomorrow?
I'm just like, no, this is important. But she's just so caring and really loves what she does, and she loves the people. And I wouldn't work at a station where I felt as if I didn't have anybody that really was concerned and caring and understand that when you have new hosts on here that you really have to take time with them. I wouldn't do that, and that's one of the reasons that I'm here. And I'm just letting you know, I just didn't. This was not happenstance for me. Y'all know she interviewed me. Like, this wasn't something that I just did and came on the station. No, she wanted to know that I was serious about what I did, and that I had the gift to come on here and bring this to people. And so I'm really very appreciative of that too.
And and I think that a lot of people lack the understanding of like how this radio station specifically works. You like there's some radio stations you can go and you can pay them $1 bazillion and they'll air you and that's it. But the problem is that we can't build up listenership with someone who's not a good host.
Right.
We can't build up listenership for someone who is not a good interviewer.
Right.
So in order for us to generate revenue, we need to have listeners and consistent listeners. So I think that's a little bit of the difference. So it's important to me to make sure that all the hosts can do things well.
Thank you for having faith in me to do this. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
Yeah.
But I think that you exude that in your own right. You take charge of making sure things are going well, and you get information for your guest and so on and so forth. So like if the hosts come in here and they don't have notes, I'm like, what? like how are you interviewing this person? You have no notes. You have no plan as to, how you're going to navigate this whole 55 minutes. And I don't appreciate that. I think that's I think it's disrespectful to you, your guest, and to the radio station. So, a lot of people want to just make money. They want to just sign up everybody and get all their money, and that's it. For me, I want us to be able to make sure we have the dialogue that's important to get out to the people. And then that will generate the revenue that we need.
Yeah. And for those who don't know, every radio station or TV station, we have sponsors. And we want to continue to keep our sponsors. That's how radio and TV works. You have to have commercials. You have to have sponsors. You have to have a marketing platform for this. So it's not just about coming on here, saying hi, getting on the radio, getting a guest. You have to really do the work, and it does take work. I'm always, I want to get the best guest that I possibly can, and I put a lot of work into it, and she's helped me do that. And understanding the flow, no pun intended, the flow of the radio show, the flow of how I do things. Right. And so I'm really blessed to have her. And I want to talk about too. Now let's get into another business that you have. Girl, you do a lot. Okay. Let's talk about your apparel and printing company that you have. Is it called a logo here?
It's called Your Logo
Your
Here.
Logo Here. Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about that. And when did you have that business? When did you open up and start that business?
I think I started Your Logo Here maybe 5 or 6 years ago, when I was paying other people to print my stuff.
Yeah.
And
that'll do it.
And that was $1 bazillion.
That'll do it. Yeah.
And then people would ask me, how do you get these things done? So I just kind of created like a network of how I could, if somebody needed a banner, I can get that. If you need some like a backdrop for a party or something, we can order that. I've ordered it for Vegas Pride before, all their shirts. We did all their shirts for Vegas Pride. We did their uniforms for their softball team.
Yeah.
Several different companies that we've done. I haven't been pressing it a lot lately, but I've been thinking about buying some more equipment to do that. So
to do it, yeah. So, how many hands do you actually have?
I only got 2, but you know what? I only have 2, but the rest, being able to be rested, is what allows me to have the brain capacity to create in such a short time. And I think a lot of people think, you become an entrepreneur and you need to go and no sleep and all of this. And I'm like, if you don't rest, you don't have sleep, you don't have the brain capacity to be creative. And it's just not helpful, to yourself. Yeah. So I do encourage people to take those rest days, and to, kind of plan out what you have for that day, and, go from there.
And I want to add to that too. Thank you for saying that, because I didn't used to do that. Right. I would just, and I've said this before, I would just be filling everybody's cup. And then I would go home and I would just be like, I feel empty because I've done everything for everybody and I didn't take time for myself. And so now even in the morning, I take 15 minutes. Like, I don't even want to get phone calls or anything. And people that know me, we don't see you because you know what? This part of my life is for me.
Yeah,
it really is for me. And I make time for myself. I remember you and I had this conversation, but I make time for myself. I may fly and go to the beach and just sit on the beach. I love to read. I love to write poetry. And sometimes I just like to do nothing. And sometimes people are like, well, why do you want to come here? I don't want to. I'm taking care of me right now. So
I don't even do the explaining anymore.
No.
If I don't want to go, I'm just not going to go. Or if I
Yeah.
don't have the capacity to go, I'm just not going to
I'm
go.
not gonna
And it's
go.
not personal.
Mhm,
And I think that's what people have to understand. It's not personal. It's just I don't have the capacity to go and be and to.
And
I
you
just
don't have to
told you
over-explain
earlier,
yourself about it
right?
either.
And I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
explain it.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know, that's just where I am. you
Over
know.
time, I had to learn that
Yeah.
because I got burnt out and I had to learn it. And now I flourish much better. I do much better at what I do because now, guess what? I take mental breaks for myself, and it's not even it's a necessity. It's not something that I just want to do it. No, it's a necessity.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's also important to I have a husband, a partner, a best friend.
Don't talk about that yet, because I want to come back and
we
talk
don't
about
have
it. We
time
can
to
talk
come
about.
back. We only
We
got
don't
like
have
5
time to come
minutes.
back.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
God! I want to
have a-
shout out to your husband because he does
I have
amazing
him
things.
who also
Yeah.
allows me the opportunity, like him being a provider allows me an opportunity to rest.
Yes.
And just be, you know, like if I can just do nothing and, you know, I'm not worried. Everything's going to be taken care of.
That's what I
but
wanted
at the same
to do.
time, and when
Shout
I
out.
need him to help me with something, like he's right there. So I think that's important too.
Yes, and you know, because we got this 5 minutes, and you know, I'm trying to get everything in. I just want because it's no cap, and there are no lies detected there. Okay, let's talk about Club Revive because this is what I want to talk
It's
about.
no club.
Club Revive. It is
Revive Lounge. Yep,
excuse
yep.
me. Revive Lounge. Let's talk about that. Not a club. It's right here at the radio station.
Right. So the radio station is inside of Revive as a literal speakeasy.
Let's talk about it. And what is Revive?
So Revive Lounge is we have a art gallery as well as a tea and mocktail lounge. We have food as well. And it's just an eclectic space where, you know, you can just slow down, be present and sip some tea. And that's it. It's just really a vibe. And it's hard to explain it verbally, but when you come in, you're like, oh, okay. Like it's your whole energy. And you know, what was your experience?
My experience, and thank you for correcting the club part because I was just like, it's not a club at all because it does feel like a sanctuary. And when I came in, it felt like a sanctuary. It was very relaxing. I came in, I didn't know what to expect, but when I got here, it was like everything that I had experienced during the day just kind of eased. It was the spoken word. It was the jazz music that was playing. It was the food. It was the environment. It was everything that made you feel as if you could lay your troubles down.
Good. I'm glad.
And when you say revive, that's what revive is. You're revibrating and recalibrating everything that has bothered you throughout the day or the week, and this is the place to do it.
Yeah.
And so she has a place where you can. I gotta say this real quickly. She says you want to put your phone in a bag.
We have lock boxes for your phone. Like if you're one of those people who maybe you're going somewhere with someone and they just do not have the ability to be present with you, we do have lock boxes. For your phone. You know, it's just for you to just be present here and just enjoy the space so that you can escape. I've heard several people come in and they walk in, they're like, well, I feel like I'm like in a different city. You know,
it is. And I had to change my music when I got in the car. I was like, oh, I need to hear some jazz. Like I'm not even. But listen, I want you to tell everybody what your handles because I want them to find CARRICE. And I also want you to tell them the address of Revive because I can't wait to get to the cheesecake again.
So you can find me on all social media platforms at CARRICE. Period. That's it. And Revive Lounge, you can go to revivelounge.com and you can find out information. You can, book there. We'll be open full time very soon. I'm very excited about that. Yes. And just come in and slow down, be present, and sip some tea.
Where is it located?
We're in Summerlin, Las Vegas. So all of our addresses and things like that can be found on our website. On the website. Our social sites, you can, link to that as well.
Yeah. You know what? I just want to thank you for coming on with me on the flow.
Thank you for having me.
And I thank you for trusting me with this interview. I really do appreciate you. You guys, this was an amazing interview. I couldn't wait to interview her. When she said yes, I was like, yeah. But thank you for tuning in. You have been listening to Her Flow right here on the Flow. And I'm here every single Thursday, blazing hot at 4 p.m. You can find me here. You guys have an amazing Easter if you celebrate. And thank you for tuning in. I am the Flow with Her Flow. Hey, this is Her Flow from Hot 702.5 FM, where we bring you the best in hip hop, R&B, pop, and talk. Tune in.